We work hard as physicians to take care of the health and well-being of our patients. But when it comes to our money, do we have the same condition of care? Probably not. Let's change that together. Welcome to the Financial Freedom for Physicians podcast, where we'll fight and advocate for your financial literacy. As always, I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Liu. Thanks for being here. Let's jump into the show. This week's episode is sponsored by CityVest. CityVest has quickly become the most popular and best way for doctors to invest in top-performing real estate private equity funds that are usually reserved for institutional investors. This unique access to investing in these institutional funds is available for the first time ever through CityVest's easy and secure online investment platform. CityVest does the hard work of conducting due diligence and vetting the investments. They even get a third-party due diligence report that is posted on their website. As a result of aggregating a several million-dollar investment amount into their access funds, CityVest gains access to investing in the institutional investment and is able to negotiate better investment terms such as a 12% preferred return. You can check them out at cityvest.com or go to the link in the show notes below. Welcome everybody to this week's podcast episode for the Financial Freedom for Physicians podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Liu. And as you know, we talk about 4 types of freedom: time, financial, location, and emotional freedom. And in that light, I interview not only physicians, but also guests that include business owners, investors, entrepreneurs, where we talk about the latest trends, business growth, and really interesting topics. So in that light, I have Daniel Martinez, and he's going to talk about automate before you delegate. And a little bit about him before I let him introduce himself is he's the co-founder of Hivemind CRM, which is a business automation platform, and he's also a podcast host such as ourselves. And we're going to talk all about business automation, marketing systems, and everything around that. So Daniel, welcome.
Welcome. I appreciate you having me on, man. It's a great opportunity to talk to and network with other people that are in the business world. So thank you for having me on, man.
Yeah. I know we had connected through Podmatch, and like I said, I'm always interested in new discussions, new ideas. Even, this is meant for the audience, but usually I come away with key insights. So tell us a lot about who you are, about yourself, and how you got started.
Sure. So my name's Daniel Martinez. I just turned 30 years old. I've been an entrepreneur it'll be 5 years in December. So I've been doing this for a little bit here and there. I started young. I'm originally a truck driver. I used to load trucks, got into truck driving before I started entrepreneurship. My first business actually started was a trucking company. So I operated a trucking company with 5 trucks, and then eventually pivoted into real estate, software, and data. So that's kind of what I do now, and I've been doing that for a little bit of everything for the past 5 years.
Excellent. Yeah, it's entrepreneurs there's no school for that. You have to get it from your experience and through mentors, and so there's no shortcut, or there's no clear path. Everybody has to find their own way. So what's interesting is that we're going to talk all about automated marketing, business automation, software. So tell us, what is Hivemind?
So Hivemind is a CRM, which is a customer relations management tool. Most small businesses do not use CRMs because they don't even know what it is. So that's why I kind of have to break it down that way. What a CRM does is it amplifies your time and marketing. So most solopreneurs, they're usually doing spreadsheets or paper or something to that effect. And with their follow-ups, with their conversions, no matter what business you're in, you should be in the sales business, because you have to bring in sales, new customers, new clients, to convert those sales into long-term customers. So you should always be thinking about how to kind of acquire new customers, and that's what Hivemind does. It helps you acquire new customers. So Hivemind is not just a regular CRM. We do a lot of other things inside of it. So most CRMs are just a way to control and manage your follow-ups and nurture those leads. but we actually integrate with phone, email, websites, forms, Stripe. You can send invoices, a lot of stuff like that. So no matter what you're doing in business, you can automate that front end side of it, whether it's through websites or through texting or through cold calling and following up with your clients. Whatever that looks like, you always need to follow up and convert your clients into convert your leads into clients, should I say.
Yeah. And tell us, I think that's quite interesting because you're talking about infrastructure, and really talking about how to acquire leads, how to move them through the client process, cover the sales, and which is, and then all of it's software and automated, which is very powerful and scalable. So looks like you've had 7 clients, 6-figure months, and a lot of them hit 6 figures. Tell us some of about your client successes.
So it's actually 13 now. I don't know if I gotta update that, but wherever that is. But we actually have 13 clients hit 6-figure months using our platform. We might create 2 millionaires this year in the process, and we've only been around for 18 months. So not all of these clients that are hitting these big numbers have been with us since we started, but kind of came in after. So I think we're doing pretty well, and our clients are doing pretty well. Most of our clients are real estate, so they have high income possibilities and high income sales. But we have a lot of clients that do podcasting or just regular e-commerce, or just they might do coaching in some fashion. So there's a lot of opportunity to use a CRM and just make money with it in some way. But it's all about just being everywhere all at once and contacting your prospective leads in multiple different ways. That way you can convert them into clients.
Uh, Tell us what typically, don't have to give any the secret sauce away, but what does business automation look like?
Man, okay, so business automation is a lot of people. I mean, and this is me for a little bit. When I was in trucking, I was pretty much a solopreneur. It was me and one per other person, and there was nothing else. And I had to do everything. I mean, I was the accountant, I was doing payroll, I was manager, I was actually doing the work, so I was employee too. So when you're wearing multiple hats, you'll have to like either outsource or amplify what you're doing. So what this does is kind of, you need to do marketing. No matter what type of business you need to do marketing, whether you're doing website marketing, text marketing through lists, just marketing in general. You have to do some type of marketing. So whatever that looks like. So let's say you have a website. Everybody should have a website. What's one thing you can do? Get a Google My Business account. We integrate with Google My Business as well. Connect your website to Google My Business so you get SEO organically. Connect, and Google's free, doesn't cost anything. I had a client reach out and like, oh, should I pay for Business Bureau? I'm like, no, do Google first. Better Business Bureaus maybe down the line, where you might need it down the line. But if you're just starting off, start off with Google My Business and a website. That's all you need. Create social media, create all your social media channels, Instagram, Facebook business page, get your Twitter if you're going to go that direction. Even if you're not going to use it right now, go ahead and get it and reserve your spot. Go ahead and lock it in with an email. That way no one can steal it from you. Because there's people out there that will steal your intellectual property out in different platforms like that. So get the TikTok, even if you're not going to use it, just go ahead and get it. Just put it aside. So whatever way you're going to produce and create and get leads to come into you, get all that stuff out of the way first, and then you can create different avenues, whether it's creating content on social media or outbound texting or emailing to get more clients. There's a lot of different ways to do this business depending on what your niche you're in, but you just gotta start with the basics first, and don't miss any steps, because somebody's out there going to take advantage of you.
yeah I like that. I like that idea of like social media, your platform. That's kind of like another channel, another intellectual property, which is interesting. What how do you do and approach marketing in 2022? How is it different than pre-COVID?
I do. Okay, so email's a simple thing. You can automate emailing, so you should have some way to get people to come in, have a way to collect their information, and create emails. So a lot of the different ways I'm doing marketing are the free ways. I do a lot of free ways. So Facebook group, every business, no matter what niche you're in, should have a Facebook group. If you listen to this, go start a Facebook group. What do you do with a Facebook group? Well, if you make your group private, you can ask people questions. Well, what questions do you ask? You ask for the name, email, and phone number. Get the basics. You got to start collecting leads. And Facebook will recommend other groups to people that are interested in your group. So you get free leads just by asking questions and creating a Facebook group. So Facebook group is free and social media is free. Well, how do you create social media? You do content-based informational content around your product or niche and just start producing it and letting it out there. Have a call to action in your videos or content, put the link in the bio, collect the information, name, email, phone number. So you're building your list. Once you start collecting all these different ways to collect different phone numbers, email phone numbers, then you put them in an email campaign, send them to the Facebook group, have them touch everything that you do in different formats, and eventually they'll become the leads will turn into clients, hopefully long-term clients at that point. But it's just doing everything you can using free social media. Right now, we produce over 500 pieces of content across, I think, like 10 different channels through podcasting, video, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook page. It's everywhere. YouTube. Just creating content and having people come to you.
It's a flywheel. So it's very powerful. It's very leverageable and very scalable, and it's free. So what the other thing is, what are some of your thoughts on using in terms of software and SaaS in marketing?
So that's actually what Hivemind is. Hivemind is a SaaS product that we offer to our clients. It's one of those things where, like, I operate 3 different businesses, and I use the same Hivemind SaaS for all of them, just because you always need you always need an email campaign. You always need to converse with your clients. So texting is the way to go these days. So you can text your clients, and then of course everybody has a website. So there's 3 things I already need it for every business. So I use it all for 3 of my businesses. And it's one of those things where, like, it's really, really simple, but that's the basics. It's the basics. The basics and backbone of every business should be a CRM, should be a website, should be a way to communicate with them through email or text, and just a way to convert those leads.
Yeah. It's been a really interesting conversation. And I think, software, SaaS, marketing, organic marketing are really powerful. So, if any of the clients or listeners were interested in, contacting you, visiting your website, working with you, how would they do that?
There's a couple different ways to go to it. We're Hivemind CRM literally on every platform out there. If you click the link in the bio, you'll find me. Another way to do it is you can actually text me at 210-972-1842. We have a $1 course on how to make 6 figures on one lane deal. And that's literally $1. It takes course to 210-972-1842. And then you can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, all the other channels. Like I said, we're out there producing content. If you're interested about real estate or automating your business, check us out.
Yeah. And and for all the listeners in the audience, Daniel's links and resources will be in the show notes. Do you have any last minute parting words of advice before we call it a day?
If you're just starting on business, don't overthink it. Understand what the processes are, put them on paper. All a business is a standard operating procedures. So if you understand the business, you can put it on paper and you can hire and build it all out. Hiring will help you expand your business and amplify your time. That was a tweet I saw. I like Twitter a lot, so I follow a lot of people on Twitter. One of my clients actually posted on Twitter the other day was that it's really hard to do business by yourself.
Yeah.
So start hiring, partnering, doing whatever it takes to get into the business, and it usually opens up a lot of doors for you.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming onto the show, and we look forward to hearing about your future success.
No problem, man. Thank you.
I'm excited that you made it for another episode. You are truly the best. If you've been following the show for a while, you know that my passion is to bring you the education you need to find your path to financial freedom. Please come back week after week for new content, new resources, and great guests. Until then, if you haven't already, please be sure to check out the website, www.drchrislumdphd.com for more support. I'll see you next week.